Danny, what age were you when you first took drugs?
Depends what kind of drugs.
Proper drugs.
Hard. Class A. It would have been, first time I tried heroin would have been 15. And I had a habit at 16, smoking it.
Why did you take it? You were 15.
Because everybody was taking it, it seemed at the time. And to be honest with you, I just liked drugs and I was choking to try it. And so I was going around buying my best of hash, right? Going to Cremullet. I'm forgetting about this, by the way. And I was actually going into all the empty stairs, right? With my hash to find the people that were burning, just so I could, like, oh here, there's some hash, just to get a line. I was like a junkie before I was even on it. And I swore I would never inject. And then by 17 I was injecting. Somebody gave me my first hit and I was out cold for 2 days. Like I could almost, like they almost killed me, fucker. But
Did no one try and stop you from taking it?
No, it was just my mates and like I told you, my best pal, he did. He was good, he was really strong, but he says he gave me an ultimatum and says if I go and score this one more bag, then that's our friendship over. And at the same time, I'm like, fuck you, and he's giving me an ultimatum, but I could see where he's coming from, and so I made my decision and I chose drugs. Like how I've done so many other times, which has fucked up my life. Like I've lost out on college life, like 10, 15 years worth here. Like this is hardcore, mate. Like I'm cut. Standard, it's an everyday hassle. Oh, my people. Alright, yeah. This is the best pharmacy in town, this one. Yeah. That's it. 140.
135.
Oh, I'm going down today. Progress.
Down, fantastic.
Down the hatch. I'm planning on getting myself down just, there's no point being on this page, do you know what I mean? I'll just get myself down to 20, 30 and then get on to the sub or something. Because in the jail, they were sniffing, and that's what people did, and then snorting them, and so it's the lemony.
Yeah.
But there was people spraying like cleaning lemon stuff on them, on paracetamol and that, and people were buying it. It's crazy.
Well, there's always a scam somewhere for someone.
Yeah, there always is. Cheers, Peter. Thank you. Apparently I'm prescribed 2, 3 times a day, but I just take my 6 morning. It allows me to pull up with this kind of thing. My childhood overall, I would say, was, when I look back, although me getting molested and all that carry on, I feel like I had that epic childhood. Like, it was an adventure every day of the week. It was a group of us bad boys. We just were mental and we just had such a laugh. And we used to go, like every Saturday, this is like when we were like 10, 11. And so every Saturday we used to either walk, we used to go out to the Craig Park first, and then we would sneak into the cinema and steal all like sweeties and that at the pound show. This is our first stealing sweeties. And then after that we would take a wee walk down to Portobello Beach. And I remember a few times, I don't know how the fuck we managed to get our hands on drink, but like at one point we didn't. We managed, at 10-year-old, we managed to persuade somebody to get us drink. So anyway, we were like, used to go down and swim like in the beach, even in the summertime, it was freezing. But, like, for instance, like, even when I was at court and they would ask, like, what age was I when it started, to me, and I say 3-year-old, right, all the time, and then people are like, oh, but you wouldn't know a 3-year-old, but, and I'm thinking, well, maybe that's right enough, but to me, it's literally my earliest memory. As early as my memories go, that shit was happening. And so it all started because, and what's really weird about it, right, and I actually felt as if I was paying, this was my payment for him taking it, because my mum, this is why I really didn't, my mum was never to know, like, really, because any parent would blame themselves if it was part of if it was a family friend, you know what I'm saying? So, the fact that my mum couldn't afford really to do much with us, right? So, and she said this to me, she said that John coming and offering to take me and my brother, like, off her hands even, for stressing her out when we were young, but other than that, just to, like, give us things to do. My mum couldn't afford them when she's working all the time and tried to do this for us and that. My mum was a complete superstar. She grafted all day long to put us in after school projects and that. But anyway, so John offered, John's smart, he's a beast, see him, I forgave him, but that's just the way I am. Forgiveness is the ultimate power, and I can't let him have that kind of power over me. But anyway, so my mum was over the moon at the fact that he was taking us out, and because he was a train conductor, he had basically free reign on the trains. So he like literally took us, like, see, like the wee map used to go on the trains, all the wee stations, like everywhere. We went to every single station. And so, like, it was always like a wee adventure. He took us to the early way, and we used to hire bikes, and even though I was getting molested every, like, on the back of a bus, Graham would be sitting there, he'd be sitting here, and I'd be sitting there, he would have his jacket over, like, both our legs, and then he'd, like, his hands, it was always wandering hands, and so that, and then, like, anywhere and everywhere, literally, like, in the middle of a beach, like a public beach, and we were doing, like, at the shore, and then I actually remember saying to him, this is how clued up I was, and I felt like, this is why maybe I could maybe feel guilty about it, because it's almost as if I was gay, and I knew it then, and so I enjoyed the cock, which is fucked up, but, like, to an extent, and then when I did speak to the council in the jail, he said if somebody was giving you a blowjob, say, then whether you're wanting that or no, that stimuli is gonna give you an erection. That doesn't mean that you wanted it. So, which is sure enough. So.
Daniel, where are we just now?
This, my friend, as pretty as it looks, green's my favourite colour, but this is the place that I was walking, crawling, limping, with holes in my leg, to get to every morning, for 8:30 in the morning when it opened. There would be fucking queues outside the door. This is the first place that I've ever seen that sold the burst, the blue, that shop. I can't give them the blame, but that shop has got a lot to answer for in selling hardcore shit like that, I must say.
So after your legal highs and everything that was going on around it, you ended up going to prison. Tell me about that.
At the time, like, I was in utter shock, like, literally. Like, fair enough, I'd been given 4 chances on the DTTO, and to be honest, I really wanted this DTTO. I needed this DTTO to, because if you go to the DTTO, then it's strict, right? But they'll put you in your methadone, and they'll give you Valium, and just what they can to help you stop offending. But being in the legal highs, I was frazzled, paranoid, and so I couldn't. So I fucked that 4 times, right? So this last time, I wasn't getting caught shoplifting in the shop. I was getting away with it like that, but I was getting caught on CCTV, and by this point, like, I was well known, so it's too easy. So anyway, like, when the police got me, he says, "Do you know that you've had 28 warrants for your arrest in the last 3 months?" And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And this was news to me. He went, "This is like a world record time." But anyway, so when I went up to the top, for me getting lifted with these warrants, right, I'm fought, like, and every time I'm like to my lawyer, please, I'm just wanting to go out for another charge. And I knew that my mum was upstairs, so I knew I would have got a 10 up to get myself my legal highs. And so that's what I'm thinking about. And I was paranoid in the cells. I thought everybody was like trying to do something to me. I was freaked out. But anyway, and so I'm like to my lawyer, just plead guilty to that, and that. Just up to anything, just didn't get me to jail. And he was like, "No, but anyway, so Sheriff Scott, I think it was usually really like fair. I would say fair. He has a judge, he's got to do his job, do you know what I mean? But saying that, it was a shocker when he's actually came out. I actually thought, "Fuck, did I just hear that right?" And he was like, "Right," he went, "This is definitely, there's no other choice. This has to be a custodial sentence. You've left me nowhere else to go here." And then I'm thinking, right, fair enough, what's going to be 6 months, whatever. And then is that 12 shoplifting charges, that's 3 months each. That works out at that, and then but anyway, when he said this, right, I'm in shock, and I've turned around to my mum sitting crying her heart out. I could feel my wee lips starting to tremble. I was like, "No, I'm going to start crying at the doctors, I can't." And so I had to try and like laugh it off in front of the sheriff. And so anyway, so I had to go to prison. I had been there before, on remand, so it certainly wasn't. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't. Like, it's no big deal really to me. It's no, jail's actually really easy compared to what people might think.
So Danny just went into a jeweler's shop. What?
I'm a bit of a klepto. I seen a ring that I was in a few days ago. This is not canny, mate. This is going on YouTube and that. My mum will go crazy. I can't be doing that shit, mate. Cut it off.
Full disclosure.
No, not to you, but not to my mum. I know it's on YouTube. You can't be putting her.
It's a process. A process, Danny. So
it's a process. Look at it. It's a tiger eye.
So in the past, you would steal obviously to keep your habit. A take it you've just fell into that just now?
It's a habit I've done my whole life, and sometimes like I wouldn't go into certain shops and I still didn't do it. Like I slipped up, I was with my dad 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I've done the exact same what, like, can you imagine, but with my dad. And I was walking, we were walking past the high street, like on the bridges, and walking side by side where we walked past the hat shop. Like, not hat shops, just one of the Scottish packing shops. And they had all the hats, like, hanging down. And so I've just swiped the hat off the rack, because I was freezing. And my dad was fuming. And he was like, "Did you fucking ever do that again?" I couldn't believe I did that, I didn't even thinking, I just done it. But do you like it? Anyway, this is the main thing. Do you like my ring? 65 bucks. That's how much it was. Well, I attended everything I could. I went to education, I signed up for my computer classes, I was doing English, I put in for art. I don't know why I never got that, because like then I got told that I had to go through the mental health person, and then I tried that and I just never seemed to manage to get into the art class, which was really disappointing. But the reason I ended up having to stop with actually all of my education, right, is because I'd say the greatest positive I've done was my training at the gym. Because remember, when I first came in, right, I would just quickly, when I was in the league, before I started the legal highs, I was like 11.5, 12 stone. I was fat. I thought I was fat.
Danny, in 60 seconds, can you tell me where you'd like to see yourself in a year's time?
A year's time? That's easy. I would like to be in a serious relationship with a nice young man, I don't know, my age, maybe not my normal 10-year-older type, that's getting a bit too old nowadays. So I'm thinking, I'd like to be in a stable relationship. I would like to have a steady job. Obviously I want my own flat, I want it done up, mint, I want it spotless, all time, 24/7. I want a nice group of sociable friends, trustworthy friends. I'd rather have 5, I'd rather have 2 really good friends that I've got me and I've got them all day long, rather than a million associates. And I just want to be happy, stay motivated, and I want to make my mum proud of me. That's my ultimate goal.
Thank you, Daniel.